Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today. What we're going to do today is look at 15 very common words that I often hear or see being used incorrectly. Now, most of these words are confused with other words that have very similar spelling, but a different meaning. So we're going to go through these one by one, and I'll explain the difference between them. So here is my first set of words that are very often confused, and you can see why. They're all very similar, but they have three different characteristics and they are different and used differently. So the first one is sometime, written as two words, and this means an amount of time. So you could use it like, I will need some time to finish my work, or please give me some time and I'll get back to you soon. That's how you use sometime, written as two words. The second one is sometime. Sometime, written as one word. And what this means is it's an adverb referring to an unspecific time in the future. So you could say to someone, for example, I'll call you sometime. That means I'll call you in the future. And it's not a specific time, it's just like any time in the future. Or I don't feel like cleaning my room today, I'll just do it sometime next week. And the third of the three is sometimes, written as one word and with an S at the end. My students sometimes forget their homework. Sometimes is an adverb that means occasionally. Notice that sometimes comes before the main verb in the sentence. This is true for all adverbs of frequency. Here I've listed some other adverbs of frequency, and they all follow the same rule, coming before the main verb. I sometimes eat cake for breakfast. She didn't often talk to her parents. They haven't always lived in the city. By main verb, I don't mean the verb to be or the auxiliary verbs, like didn't and haven't in these sentences. You can put the adverbs of frequency at the beginning or end of a sentence to change the emphasis, but try to keep sometimes or other adverbs of frequency before the main verb. Word order in English is more important than you might think, and placing it in the wrong part of the sentence is a common mistake. So you may recognize this next couple of words, anytime and anytime, pronounced the same, but written either as two words or as one word. So anytime, written as two words, this is the counterpart of sometime, but we use it for questions and negatives. For example, I'm not sure if I have any time to have a coffee today because I'm so busy. Two words. If you use it as one word, anytime, it has the meaning of whenever. The time doesn't matter, so you can call me anytime. If you're confused about which one to use, two words or one word, there's one tip I can give you. If you use two words, anytime, it's always correct. So it may look a little bit old-fashioned to some people if you use the second example, meaning whenever, as two words, but technically it's correct. So if you're in doubt, just use anytime as two words. Every day, written as two words, means how often you do something. I go shopping every day. I do English homework every day. How often? Every day. Every day, written as one word, is an adjective, and you use it before a noun to describe something that is very common or something that is used every day. He's wearing his everyday clothes. It means he's wearing his normal clothes that someone wears every day. Or I have an everyday routine. These next beauties are beside and besides. Beside without an S is a preposition, and this simply means next to. So, for example, you can walk beside your friend. You walk next to your friend. The word besides has a meaning similar to in addition to. So you can use this to say, for example, besides a dog, I have 3 cats and a rabbit and a chicken. So it's adding information. Besides can also be used as a synonym of moreover or furthermore to add extra information. Like, I'm too tired to go to the party tonight. Besides, I didn't get an invitation. So it's like anyway, moreover. You can use it as an adverbial phrase that way. Anyway, or anyways. We can use anyway, written as one word, to say that what was just said or written doesn't matter. I couldn't find the cake you wanted, but anyway, I brought you a good dessert. Similar to regardless. You can also use anyway to change the subject. So if somebody starts talking about something you don't really feel like talking about or makes you uncomfortable, you can just change the subject by saying, anyway, have you seen any good films recently? Anyway, written as two words, means by any means. Let me know if there is any way I can help you. Anyways, you sometimes hear, but it's actually very, very informal or colloquial. So you can actually just strike this one out of your vocabulary. I don't think it's necessary to use it. I wasn't expecting you. Anyways, come in. It's just the same as anyway. I can see how wish and hope seem very, very similar, even like synonyms, but they're actually quite different in how we use them, especially in the grammar we use them with. So if we use wish, it is similar to a conditional sentence, something we wish for either now or in the past. So wish cannot be used in the future sense. But if we use it for the present, like if we wish we had something now, we have to use it with the past tense. So if I, for example, I didn't have coffee today, then I would say, I wish I had a coffee. I'm talking about the present tense, but it's a condition because it's a wish. So we use the past tense with it. If we're talking about the past and we wish for something, if you know the grammar of the conditionals, you'll know that when we talk about wishes or conditions in the past, we have to change the tense to the past perfect. So if I am talking about yesterday, I wish I had more money to buy that dinner. We have to take the past perfect for the past tense, and we have to take the past simple for the present tense. Now, if we talk about the word hope, this is the one we can use for the future, and there are two different grammar points I want to point out. If I talk about the future, I could say, for example, I hope you have a nice day. So we're talking about the future, but we're using the present simple. I hope you do something, or I hope I see someone. It's fine to use the present simple, although it's about the future. You could also hope to do something. That's the to infinitive you always use with the word hope, either the present simple or the to infinitive. Okay, so I hope to see you in my next video, and take care.